Today we're going to start in Savasana or any other reclined supine on your back position. I'm just going to start in Savasana. Settle onto your back and give yourself a moment to arrive. Let your body land, let your weight of the day fall away. Presence isn't about doing anything perfectly. It's about simply choosing to be here in this breath, in this moment. Feel the support beneath you. Feel your breath as it moves in and as it moves out. Let that breath draw you back home into your body. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Something simple that brings you back to presence. Possible intentions. To stay connected to my breath. To notice my feet and my foundation, my roots. To be present for myself so I can be more present for my people. Choose your intention. Hold it lightly. Seal it in with a full breath in and out. Bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. I'm going to do 4 6-count breath. I'm going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. So as you inhale in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You need 3 more sets of breath. Counting to yourself. Feeling the belly rise on your inhale. And as you exhale, completely feel it release down, belly towards your spine. Inhaling in through your nose, and then exhaling through your mouth as you're sighing the breath out. From here, extend both arms behind you. Flex your toes up towards your nose, big sip of air. And then as you exhale, walk your heels to the right. You can stay there, or maybe the left foot comes on top of the right. And cactus the arms out to the sides. I like to lift my shoulders, bringing my arms to the sides, moving the tops out of the way. Breathing along this line of sensations. So it could be on the inside, or it could be on the outside. Just notice that. Breathe into that intensity. Breathe into that space that's a little uncomfortable. Try to keep your shoulders softened down. And coming back to center. Walk your feet back to center. Reset your sacrum. One more full body stretch. And then walk your heels to the left. Maybe the right foot comes on top of the left, and then lifting up your shoulders, cactusing as you banana over to the left side. Identifying that sensation where there might be a little discomfort. Maybe it's on the outside arc, or maybe it's on the inside. Next inhale, come back to that full body stretch and collect both your knees into your chest. Apanasana. Roll it out a little bit. Find a little bit of movement here. You can roll out through your hips, ankles, anything that feels good here. You can roll around on the lower back. Start to find some movement through your hips. And then I'll have you bring both knees to your chest. Hug your thigh bones to your chest as you curl up, chin towards your knees. See if you can lengthen, elongate your tailbone. And then as you lay your shoulders back down, extend both legs up your imaginary wall. You can grab behind your knees. Again, we'll do a little more work in your feet. Really being present here with your feet today. We've got a lot of balance and a lot of moves where you're shifting your feet. From here, grab a hold of your right calf, or maybe it's your hamstring or behind your knee, and just bend your left leg, so your thigh bone's towards your chest, and hug your right thigh bone or your right leg. I guess it's your right thigh bone towards you. You can flex your toes. Keep your breath steady here. Inhaling as you keep that length in the leg, and exhaling as you hold towards you. Starting to work the hamstrings, find some length. From here, grab a hold of your left shin and slowly lower your right leg down all the way to the mat. With your hands on your left shin, move your left thigh bone so it's on the outside of your ribs. Hug deeply here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, use your right hand to draw your left knee up and over. And you're going to tuck your right hip point under and then cactus the left arm. So you can stay right here. You can always use a block or even your hand if letting your knee bugs your lower back. You let it fall down or press down to it. If you want to gaze to the left, do so by lifting up the left shoulder, laying it back down, and gazing to the left. As you come back to center, reset your lower back. We're going to come to half dead bug. So grabbing the inside of your left foot, or you can always grab your shin, right? If your tailbone's coming way off the mat. The idea is to get the left thigh bone still on the outside of your ribs. Your right hand can come to your hip. And just stay there for a moment or two, and then see maybe if you can bend and straighten that left leg. You can always use a strap here as well. Maybe opening it up to the side. My hands on my hip just to keep it from coming way off the mat. All right, coming back into that Apanasana pose with both knees into your chest. We'll reset for the other side. Same thing. You're going to roll out your feet, toes, hips. And once again, hug both thigh bones into your chest. Curl it up. Lengthening through your tailbone. This time we're going to extend the left leg up. Grab your calf or behind your knee and hug towards you. Lengthen on your inhale, depth on your exhale. Curl your toes so active through your toes. Then switch your hands to your right shin and lower your left leg all the way down. Once again, move your right thigh bone on the outside of your ribs and hug it in on the inhale. Big squeeze, it's called wind removing pose. And then as you exhale, left hand draws your right knee up and over. Again, you can shift the left hip bone under. Cactus the arm out. Try to get at least the skin of your right shoulder down on the mat. And then to gaze towards the right, lift up your right shoulder, gaze, and replace it. And as always, if this bugs your neck in any way, you can come back to a neutral location for your neck. Coming up to your half dead bug. Again, when you come up, you're going to shift back onto your low back. Bring your right hand on the inside, right thigh bones on the outside of your ribs. Again, use a strap or a towel here if this is difficult. And if it's accessible to you, bend and straighten your right leg. Just really starting to wake up the hamstrings. Maybe opening to the side. Again, your left hand is on your hip, so you don't completely come over. It's going to lift off a little bit, but try not to lift it all the way up. And bringing both knees into your chest again. This time, bring your hands down by your sides. Extend both legs up. And then grab behind your knees. Start to roll back and forth. You can come all the way down towards a plow if you want. But eventually I'm going to have you come up over your toes. Turn around this way. Coming into a tabletop, but your knees are together and your hands are as wide as your mat. Okay, so I have a round mat, but if you have a rectangular mat, your hands are as wide as your mat, knees together. Then drop your head. Close your eyes. Chakravakasana. Moving around in a circle, stirring that giant pot. It's one of my favorite warm-up postures, and I guess it's an exercise. But really, you can find all those spots in the side body. We're always warming up, moving the spine in 6 directions, right? Front to back, side to side, which we've got going on here. Maybe holding that side shape, bringing your hips towards the floor and then gazing over the opposite shoulder. You can even come to your forearm. You can even move a little bit here. And then we'll meet with your toes tucked and your hips pressing back towards your heels. So if your forehead is not finding the floor, use a blanket or block or a towel. Pressing into your big toe mounds, and then roll your ankles to the side so the weight shifts into the rest of your toes, right? Then bring your heels back together, pressing into the big toe mound, and then open. Pressing back to center, back to neutral. Come on up to an aligned tabletop. Set your foundation, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, fingers I always like to widen up my stance on this first one. Just gives me a little more space to move. And you're going to be bending and straightening the legs. Really getting the length in your spine. Right? Maybe bend your knees and your chest press to the thighs. Trying to get your elbow creases to point at each other rather than out to the front. Head hang. Bend both knees to a hover. All right, this is sometimes called beast mode. From here, bring your right foot on the outside of your right pinky. So it's a giant step into runner's lunge. Press your hips down, and then bring it back. Same hover. Again, right foot on the outside of your right pinky. Last time. Good. From here, keeping your hands under your shoulders, straighten your right leg, maybe come up to your heel, and then bend your knee, open it towards the side, right side of your room, and then straighten, bend. And this time straighten and hold it here. If the floor is far away, use your props, use blocks. Lift your heart, and you're gonna hinge straight into the center of your right leg, up on your toes if that's accessible. Feel free to bend your knee if your hamstrings are tight. Try to keep your spine long. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your right knee, bring your left knee down. Left shoulder stays over your left wrist. Your right arm is gonna come up and around. You can stay there or grab your back foot. If you're gonna grab your back foot, make sure you're off your kneecap. So I like to move my left leg back a little bit and then grab it so I'm not right on top of the kneecap. And use that to stretch your quad and also twist. Releasing that, bring your hands back. We're gonna step back into hover and do the left side. Giant step. See if you can bring this foot up as far as you can. Then hover. My knees are about 1 inch. Left side. Last one. Hover. Left side. All right, lining everything up. And again, always use your blocks if the floor is far away, okay? Straighten. Bend your knee towards the left side of your room. You can come on the knife edge of your foot. Straighten. Knife edge. And then we'll hold the straight position. Just kind of walk your hands back so your shoulders are under your wrists. Micro bend your left knee. Do not lock it out. Lift your chest and hinge forward. Flowing with your breath. Trying to find the hinge at the left hip crease rather than the upper back. Then go ahead and rebend the left leg. We're going to set the right hand under your shoulder. Bring your right knee down, left arm high, and then open up your shoulders. You reach. You can stay right there. Or bend your leg. You could stay there too. Or move it back to grab the pinky side. As you pull toward you. And releasing that, coming back around. This time, let's just step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Bend that knee, open your hip. We're going to do these hip rolls as we walk to the top of the mat. So roll all the way around. Plant your foot in its own lane. And bring the left leg high. Bend that knee, scorpion dog, and then roll it around. We're just doing the slow scorpion walk to the top of your space. Juicing up your hips. Maybe come up to your fingertips. Or, again, your blocks. I'm going to do one more. to the top of the mat. And then widen up your stance. We're gonna set up for ragdoll, but I really want to bring some awareness, some presence into the feet. So start with your elbows on your thigh bones, then roll to the outside edges. So you're stretching the ankles, rooting down through the outside edge. Sometimes we call it knife edge. And then on the inside of your feet, then come to one heel at a time. And then lift all 10 toes and then lay them down from the pinky to the big toe. Then find the three corners of your foot, the triangle, underneath your heel and underneath the big toe mound and the pinky. Making sure the tailbone's tilted. You can even start resting your thighs on your, resting your torso rather on your thighs. Shake your head yes. Find those four corners, even distribution. You can stay here. You can use blocks. The important thing is the tilt of the pelvis. You don't want to have a rounded shape, right? So bend the knees as much as you need to. Opposite elbows, maybe stillness for a moment or two to really let gravity help you release your hamstrings and your spine, including your neck. Right, so don't hold your head up here. Just let it hang, shake your head, yes. Maybe some movement feels good. And add in some neck traction and relation in your hands, just letting the arms create a little space there. So the weight of the arms, so you're not pulling your head. Bringing your hands down to the floor. Bring your feet underneath your hip bones. You're gonna bend your knees, curl it up. Bring your arms up and lift to your heart center. Inhale your arms up. Bring your right hand behind you, left arm up and over. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale your arms up and bring your hands to your heart. I'm going to have you step your right foot. Keep your feet under your hips. You're going to step your right foot back about 8 to 10 inches so your feet still have their own lanes. Your feet are your foundation. So when you come to standing, feel your feet. Every transition begins here. Present starts from the ground up, as well as the kinetic chain. Okay, from here, bring your arms up. Come up to the toes of your back foot. Feel your toes. Inhale. You need a little opening of the heart. And as you exhale, you're going to shift the weight back into the left heel and come onto your right toes. Inhale. So this little flow, meet your stretch and balance with presence. Inhale from the back and from the toes to the back heel. One more time, and we're going to hold that standing half Hanuman. Interlace your hands behind you. You're up on your heel. And fold here. Try to find your balance. Shoulders. You can always use a strap here. 3, 2, and release your hands. Come back up to the top. Both feet are together. Mountain. And fold forward. Halfway lift. Fingers to the floor, to your shins. High plank, step it back. Vinyasa choices. All right, one is to stay in plank and hold. I guess this would be level 1. And then bring your hips high to down dog and step your foot through, maybe help your foot through to low lunge. So we're gonna meet in low lunge. Option 2 and 3, you come all the way down to the mat. Right? Option 2 is to come up, plank on your knees, to down dog, to step through. All right, now the challenge one is to keep your toes tucked and your knees lifted. You're gonna press up, and step through to low lunge. So one of those three options: hold plank to down dog to low lunge, or push up to plank with your knees down or up to down dog, step through to low lunge. All right, so the first one, we're gonna be on the right side. Step your right foot through to low lunge. Bring your left knee down, cushion your knee if you'd like, and swim the arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, come back onto your right heel. So we're doing the floating half Hanuman now. Inhale, press it up, and exhale. Stay present with your breath here. Inhale, and exhale. No rushing the edges. Find that edge. One more time. Inhale, and then back to half Hanuman. This time, bring your hands down or on your blocks. You're gonna drag your right heel towards you so your hips become square. Micro bend your knee, lift your heart, and hinge forward. You can stay back on the back knee or come down. Maybe even the left hand grabs your foot. But don't round, keep the chest lifted. It's better to come down a little less than rounding your back. Really find that connection from your right hip crease, right? That's where you're folding. Come forward, kind of bounce forward to low lunge, left hand down, right arm high, couple shoulder circles. And then option one is to flow here. So from low lunge, you'll inhale and exhale to round. Option two is to come to fallen lizard. So you're on the knife edge, your back leg's straight and strong. And this flow would be the inhale as you straighten the front leg. The exhale is the cactus. So one of those versions, 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Pausing here at the end, either with your hand in low lunge as you gaze, or in fallen lizard. Coming back to center, step back to plank, and do one of your variations. Lower down, up, left leg through, and drop your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Half Hanuman float. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Remember, no rushing the edges. Hands down. Lift your heart. Hinge at the hip. Again, maybe take it all the way down. Lift your chest. Feel that engagement from your hip, right? You're bending at the hip, the left hip, keeping the chest lifted. Again, maybe grabbing your foot here. Pop forward to your low lunge. Right hand under your shoulder, left hand high. A few shoulder circles. And then holding the arm, so either level 1, you're gonna stay here and wrap your hand on the exhale, or come to your lizard. Inhale to straighten, exhale to pull back. 3 times. Last one. So either in low lunge or fallen lizard, hand on the inner thigh. A little more twist here, strong back leg. Coming forward, high plank. This time, Vinyasa of your choice. Chaturanga, or come all the way down. Up dog or cobra, back to downward facing dog. So meeting in downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Pick your vinyasa. Low lunge right. Then I'm gonna have you bring your left foot up. So we're kind of in that split stance that we were at the beginning in the Sun A. So you're about 10 inches apart. You're gonna stay up on your left toes as you rise on the inhale. As you exhale, that half Hanuman standing. Inhale, come on up, back on the toes of the left foot. Bring your hands to your heart and come all the way into a low squat. Bring your arms to the sides. Press up into an airplane. Keep the arms on the sides, lifting with your left glute. Breathe. Bring your hands to your heart. In slow motion, you're going to come past Shiva squat all the way to the mat. Right hand's going to grab, left hand's going to grab your right foot. Extend your leg and extend your arm. Keep the right shoulder back. Straighten the leg as much as you can. When you come out, you're going to set your foot in about halfway, just in front of your shin. Coming up, you can use your left hand, right hand down. Shift back. Left arm high into your half moon. From here, with control, step your feet back into warrior two. Back foot's parallel to the back of the mat, right toes forward, arms extended, torso is facing the left side of your room. I'll show you this way. So we're on the right side. From here, you're going to come to goddess. So transitioning, you're going to shift your feet, bringing your hands. Okay. Warrior two. From here, we're transitioning to goddess. So bringing your hands into a cactus shape, shift your toes so they're pointing at a 45-degree angle, opening your heart, sinking through your hips, opening through your knees. Transitioning to warrior two to the back of your mat. Again, shift the feet, goddess. Shift the feet, warrior two, front. Goddess, warrior two, back. Coming back to goddess. Bring your left elbow into your left hip. Reach your right arm up and over. You're spinning your ribs. Now you can stay here or level it up like you're pushing isometrically into a giant beach ball. Coming back. Right elbow down, left arm up and over. Staying here or reaching, creating that isometric tension. Coming back. Warrior two to the front. Inhale. Exhale, extended side. So elbow to thigh, block or floor. Left hand to the sky. Inhale, reverse. Wrap, or bring your hand to your thigh. Extended side. This time bringing your arm up towards the sky, active through your fingers, triangle. And you can bring your hand up, or you can press into a block. Really rotating through the left hip, maybe come up to the right heel. Start to rebend your right knee. Plant your left hand, pivot onto your left toes, either coming to twisted low lunge or fallen lizard. Coming back around to low lunge, step back to plank. Picking your vinyasa, lowering down. Left leg comes through. From here, shorten up the right leg. On your toes, okay? Feet have their own lanes here. Come on up to mountain. Inhale. Balance. Presence through transitions. Airplane arms. Come back up. Right toes open. All the way down to a split squat. Bring your arms to the sides. Airplane. Find a focal point. That's a drishti. Keep your shoulders back. Slow motion, hands to heart, Shiva, all the way down to Ardha Matsyendrasana legs. Right hand comes to the left foot. Extend your arm back. And then planting the foot, come on up. You can also use momentum here or your hand. Left hand down, right leg comes up. Step it back. Warrior two. Goddess. Toes, shift the feet. Warrior two to the back. Goddess. To the front. Goddess. To the back. And this time with goddess. Bring your right elbow to your hip, left arm up and over. Stay there, reach, isometric. Goddess, left elbow, reach, reach. Goddess, warrior two to the front. Inhale, extended side, elbow, thigh, block or floor. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended. Bring your right hand up towards the sky. Triangle. Hand to shin, block or floor. Actively opening your right hip. Rebend your left knee. Plant your right hand, pivot. Either twisted low lunge or fallen lizard. Around, step it back to plank, lower all the way down, meet low lunge right, push it up, step it through, shorten up your stance, toes, inhale, exhale, shift, inhale, squat, split squat. Arms to the sides. Airplane. Hands to heart. Have a seat. Left hand, right foot, twist. Releasing, pressing up. Ardha Chandrasana. Moving back so you can see me. Don't worry if you're on or off your mat. Step it back. Warrior two. We'll shorten this up this time. Goddess center. Warrior two to the back. Goddess center. Left elbow, left hip, right arm reach. Reach. Sink. 3, 2, 1. Center. Right elbow. Reach, reach, center, inhale, warrior two to the front, inhale, exhale, extended, inhale, reverse, go with your own breath, extended, triangle. Breathe here. Rebend, twisted low lunge, or fallen lizard. Back around, high plank. Moving through your vinyasa. Push it up, step it through. Shorten your stance on the toes of the right foot. Inhale, come up. Standing Hanuman. Inhale. Split squat. Arms to the sides. Airplane. Savasana. Right hand, left foot, twist. Use a little momentum here. Left hand down, right hand high. Step it back. Warrior two. Goddess. Shift. Warrior two to the back. Shift. Right elbow to hip. Reach. Reach. Goddess. Elbow to hip. Reach. Reach. Lower it down. Warrior two to the front. Inhale. Exhale, extended. Inhale, reverse. Extended, arm to the sky this time. Triangle pose. Breathe. Bend your left knee. Fallen lizard or twisted low lunge. Come back around. This time, knees down. Child's pose of your choice. Breathe. In child's pose, come all the way onto a seat. You're going to come into staff pose, Dandasana. So bringing your legs out in front of you. Make sure you're on the bony sit bones and sit up nice and tall. Bring your right leg in and bring your left hand down for support. I'm going to do a little core here. So you're going to inhale here and exhale. Tap your toe or grab your foot. Bring it down, cactus. Chest is lifted. Lift. Bring it down. We got 3 more. Lift. Lift. Last one. Extend both of your legs. Again, reset the sit bones. This time you're going to bring your hands forward a little bit. Root down through your hands. We're going to lift the legs for 5. So here we go. Inhale. Lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg comes in, right hand's down. Inhale and exhale. Cactus the left arm. Reach and cactus. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Extend your legs on the sit bones, hands by your knees. Try to keep them there. Lift. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring your right leg in. We're going to do one more set. Left hand down. Lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set. Hands down. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now back. Right hand down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake out your legs. I've been teaching that in classes all week, and I can tell you where you're going to be sore in your quads. It's also great to isolate your core and breathe. All right, from here, I'm going to give you a little challenge. I'm going to come through. I'm actually going to show you this way. A little more space. So coming up to downward dog. Hover. Step your right foot forward. And option 1 is just a twist. Option 2, you can bring your right hand to your heart, lift and extend your leg. Bring it back. And we'll do the other side. All right, either stay here or hand to heart, bring it through, bring it back. Right side. Left side. All right, go ahead and come onto your back. Bringing your knees into your chest. Roll it out for a moment. Got a couple more core exercises. Pulling your hands out and slowly lowering it down to the mat. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. And just start with some windshield wipers, side to side. And then holding the knees to the right. So just make sure your feet are as wide as your mat. Hands can be on thighs, rotate to the right. Can stay there, maybe cactus out the arms. You have the option to put your right foot on your left thigh. I usually don't do that because my body tells me not to. My low back doesn't like that. So just always listen to your body. Be present in your practice. Let's shift it up and over to the other side. Again, you can put the left foot on the right thigh if it feels good. And coming back up to center. Bringing both knees into your chest. Coming into dead bug, grabbing the insides of your feet or your shins. If your tailbone's way off the ground, grab your shins. If not, you can grab your feet, bringing your thigh bones on the outside of your ribs and pulling down. You'll feel this lovely decompression in your low back. And then maybe rock from side to side. Or straightening one leg, kind of like a hurdler, and then the other. Option to come into happy baby with the legs straight. So just play here. Finishing up in dead bug though. Lengthening your lumbar spine. Actually your entire spine, but really feeling the press of the low back and the tailbone. From here, coming into your final shape, any restorative pose. Settling into your space. Scanning your body. Staying here in Savasana, scanning your body, breathing. So in this final Savasana, or whatever restorative pose you're in, release everything into the mat. Feel completely 100% supported. Let your body grow heavy. Let your breath return to a natural rhythm. Presence isn't something we chase. It's something we return to again and again. This stillness, this breath, this landing back in your body are invitations to come home. Let your body remember what presence truly is. Taking your time here or turning me off is fine. If you're ready to move out and close our practice, seal it in. Work your way up to a seat. Once you're seated, bring your hands to your sides, your elbows into your ribs for a moment. Bringing your right hand connection and your left hand balance. Line up your fingers, bringing your thumbs to your heart space and bowing your chin towards your fingers. Let this practice remind you the most powerful gift you offer your people is the version of you who's truly here. Thank yourself for choosing presence today. Slowly reawaken and come. Take that out. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye and your gaze to the sky, the internal gaze to the sky. Be strong, be kind, and be brave. Namaste.